Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome back for Captain of Industry. Lazaric, welcome in, thank you for claiming first. Lurking for breakfast. Gotcha. And I saw Derpumu and Sarlacc both must have realized they also had been playing Eco for far too long today. And probably went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3:30 in the morning. So, welcome in everybody. We last time got nuclear power going, and it isn't working great because I think we need to crank out more of it. But at the moment, I'm going to leave it doing what it's doing until we actually are using more electricity and kind of need more draw from it. They helped you lots, great. So last time we did that, we also did a couple of other things. We made our last two types of food, and we kind of left off with it being time to do some arc smelting builds. We thought we could possibly just tweak the build we had, and I think we can, but I think we need to do a rebuild as part of it in order to kind of unify the iron, the copper, the glass, and the silicon all together so we can make a good advantage of the of recycling the what's it called, the exhaust. So we're going to try that out, but first let me take care of one thing. Been one of those kind of days. And then second, we can go and take a look at what we're going to do. Okay, let's see. So up here, we have this nice big open space. There is a water source here, so it'd be good for providing the water to the smelting processes. Nice big open space. It was suggested that maybe we could do some trains to bring in the materials here. And I like that idea in theory. I'm just afraid of, in practice, it not being actually enough space. Trains seem, from my limited experience, to take up a fair amount of space in terms of building the stations and things. So we can definitely experiment with that and see if that'll work, how well that'll work. But I want to start with taking a look at these builds and reconfiguring them. So we have a start of one of them down here, Arc Smelting for iron. Doesn't matter which one it is, really, whether it's iron or steel. If we did this as steel, we could start with just taking this whole bit here. We know we need a little bit of extra space. Something like at least one. At least one. I need more than one. I don't think I need more than one, actually. That's two though, so I need less than that. So one here. We need this channel, of course. We need this belt, of course. But I think actually this belt and this pipe should still be, well, should it? Because we need to deal with, coming out of here, steam. Oh, maybe that's fine. Just do an output like this then. Connect you into that. And then we need to have water coming in here. And that's the other thing we need to do when we unify these, is to unify the using of the steam to make power from the waste, effectively. So I could take you up like that, and then bring it this way to something. And then for here, we can still kind of take this. We just have to make some more tweaks. Let's actually just take this whole thing like that as a starting point. And then we need to have, can't tell which one's which, so I might have to adjust that. Oh, wait, there's not a third one here at all because it comes in over there. All right, so that means that coal which is this one, actually goes away. Yeah, which means that I want to put limestone down onto the lower one. Which means that this whole thing actually goes one tile off. Right, so take out this limestone belt here. That's you, the tall one. And you. Ship armor. Oh, maybe we should take a little detour into that. I'm going to leave slag up where it is, because it doesn't really bother me being there. But now this one comes out, and this goes over there. These can all be downgraded because we don't need that much limestone. What? You go over there, out of my face. Yeah, that's better. Because we only need 6 limestone. And we'll put in a new belt for the graphite. Let me flip you and put you in over here. Right there. Nope, nope, nope. Back by 1. And then you need your extra pipe here. And you need this pipe here, the steam out. You need this, of course. And you need this one here for the slag. And then the slag has its own little thing here. And then the exhaust we're going to have to deal with differently. So at the moment I have the exhaust coming central, and I don't actually want that happening. I want to take exhaust out that way. Maybe we'll do like the water, the power stuff here, the exhaust stuff there. I see that we have an issue. I want to reverse this pipe though. Finish what I'm thinking through here. Goes there. And then we'll have to do some math probably here. I'm going to take out... Where am I? Yeah, I'm going to take out this pipe and this pipe. Actually, take these out as well. Let's go take a look at what's going on with iron. It has iron mine control tower. No place to dump products. Oh, you're over here? What are you doing? Okay, this was just too full. Okay, never mind. I thought it was something more than what it was. Oh, let's see. That takes care of that. We need this new belt space that we opened up here. It needs to have a flat lift going there. Like that. And put you in there like... Nope, not there. There, like that. And then that will come down this way and connect to our new graphite drop-off somewhere. So... This... here... goes there. Except... Actually, you stay up there. No, this is good. This pipe goes here. And like I said, we're going to do some math. And then this exhaust pipe here, just do this one again. Sorry, this steam pipe, rather, here goes like this. And they just all combine and work their way down here at the end. And then we'll have a pipe coming out of here that is the exhaust. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that. That takes care of steel. You came from somewhere. So we'll still have the same double steel build. I guess we need to also then have this here. We do not need this water storage here, though. We're going to have water coming in here anyway, so we can just run a water pipe down here to the center, which means that we can tweak this also. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. I can dead center that. Okay. So next thing with this water pipe, I want it to come out and up or up, straight up again. Straight up right away. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go max height on this, and then we'll come out this way also. And then you will go there to here and connect up to that. Same with you, your friend over there, and you, your friend over here. And then we'll have to just do math on the pipes, basically, still. You guys, like that. We'll run that belt later. I'm gonna wait. Then we also have a pipe coming from here, staying max height, please, until you get to this point, and then dropping like that, and into there, and then into there. That way we do not have to have a tank of water here anymore. We just do this, and then we just have to make sure that we pump the water from the freshwater source. Iron ducks, welcome in. What's quackening? All right, and then we need to do the same type of tweaks for iron, which will be quite a bit easier. Because iron is a much simpler build, and that's where that little piece of belt came from, right there. This here, that there, that there. And then you'll go take a break from eco for the moment. That's a rabbit hole. You don't want to be there all night. Aha. Let's see, you go here. You two get copied and put in. Well, I guess not. You get copied and put in right there. This gets an elevator, which we already have here. I'll redo this belt here. That should be fine being a Mark 1 at that point. Casually play for 10 hours and forgot to eat. Yeah, Eco can do that. It's one of those types of games. These guys get double duty here, and then this goes away for favor of an exhaust pipe instead. Let's see. So we have this. How did I do this? Oh, yeah, straight away. There, and into that one. Whoa! Oh, yeah, game. That's totally what I wanted. Oh, that was my fault then, actually. This goes out and into there. We need to introduce a rival currency, duck trade medallions. Go for it. You just go up that high. That. Lazzy coins are trending. What have we done? What have we done? That should be right, I hope. Yeah. And then this one here. Oop. You go into there. I figured you were joking. Let's see, you have graphite also here and there. And then water also. Here. And here. No! Wrong. That was wrong. There. There. There we go. Okay. That takes care of that. We'll have an input for graphite then. For the moment, I'm going to do that as a storage box, although I don't know if we'll keep that idea or if it'll end up being something different. Food, then probably bed. All right, have a good lurk. Let's see. You could go right there. That would be fine. You get an elevator like this, except that it needs to be flipped. Like that. And then these guys each need 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18. So we're good with a single regular belt here. Flat conveyor, because it's flat stuff. Can I has? No. All right. You, how about you then? Can I has for you? The fudge. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then this one here. And then this one here. This one here. This one here. Alright, so that's iron and steel reworked. With the exception, of course, of processing the water, the steam in the water, and the exhaust. But we need to tie you. Oh, wait, no, we're not done yet. I lied. We also need this crusher. Mr. Crusher. You go in here. Deal with that. But I might actually put that slightly different because we want to take the pipes from the copper and more over here as well. These could actually be closer. Yep, let's do that too. Take out one entire belt section here, and then one entire belt section here. You get out of the way for the moment. You can move over there. And then this whole thing and move over there. And does that break? It did break this. That. This gets broken as well here. Yeah, you're going to be a bastard for no good reason. There you go. All right. And then this still goes in here, offset by 1. But I can tweak this belt and that belt. Make them a little bit shorter. And then iron, I could do the same. I could take 2 spaces out of this one. Should I? Maybe I shouldn't with those 2 being there. Unless I moved them. I could move them. Do that. This is totally arbitrary. Absolutely unnecessary. Doing it anyway. There and there. This gets moved over. Actually, you can do that too. Over here by 1. This gets moved over That's why. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to move this there. And then I'm going to move you there instead. I might live to regret that, but we'll see as we continue plugging things together here. Was that actually the minimum, or could I go? It's the minimum I can do. Okay. So we'll put this here. These guys will come out like this. And these guys will come out like this. Into there. Same. I could also have them going into their own inputs. Good. Yeah, let's do that. Those will resolve themselves when the build happens. I could tweak that if I needed to. I don't know that I need to yet, but we still need to deal with these through pipes here. So this needs to move. I think the best situation for that would be to move it so that it's parallel. Yeah. Which means moving all of these guys too. So what I'm going to do is pretend that I planned it this way and move that out of the way. Take this belt out here, and we'll just leave it there as a reminder that we need to deal with it in a little bit. Copper's got the same issue here, so we're going to have to move those as well, which shouldn't be a problem. We also will no longer need a second output for slag, and we obviously won't need a second input for the graphite as well. So we'll just really need sand here, and then the copper stuffs there. You can probably still stay up there for the acid. Take this all the way down to that point, although we'll trim some of it off. That'll go up in here someplace. A little snug. Up in here, we'll take you and you and you out. Also, you and you go. And then we need a copy of these guys. One extra space. They need to be the 2 copper recipes. So, this and flip down to there. Okay. Right keys. There we go. I'll put the slag this way. Can I remove extra spaces here while we're at it? I can. Let's take out you two. And then this will also have to be tweaked. Let's take out you two. And then you can go right up against it. And that'll connect there. And then you guys will go like this. And we'll have the slag output there accordingly. You can just move right to there. Yes. This can be deleted and deleted. And you have a... Oh yeah, you do have a... Really? That needs to be a fast belt? 24, 24 is 48. No, those didn't even need to be fast to begin with. Slow them back down. That was probably a using the auto connector thing. Picking the belt speeds. Did I do the same over here? Oh, these are correct. Okay. So that's copper. I'm off by some amount here, so we need to adjust this down. Let's see. And also in. I may do something different with that acid. Actually, I'll almost certainly do something different with that acid. In which case, I'll just tighten this together a little bit. But this will do for now. You will have a pipe coming out like so, connecting across to there. And here, this, that. You'll come out this, cross all the way till there. And then you'll come out and across to that one. And then we do the same type of thing we have here, except that it would need to be either be moved to accommodate some of this or flipped. I want to do a little bit of thinking before we do too much here. The source of fresh water is here. That means that I would be putting the resource inputs on the back side, which is fine because once we take this mountain out, which will happen at some point, that's a good spot for the train stations. Maybe we don't do train stations just yet, and we do this way instead. So that's the fresh water. This just gets rotated 180 degrees. That takes care of the water situation. And then we can just figure out the rest of this stuff. Slag could move to one end or the other easily enough. Graphite could move, either stay in the center or move to one end. They could all actually get moved to this end, the ones that are common, because they because that would be that if it's rotated around, that'll be over here anyway. So we could do that. I'm not going to have enough space here to doodle in the whatchamacallit, though. The glass. We don't have enough room here. But we'll put this down to remind me that I need to deal with it. And then I need to also deal with the inputs for the copper as well then. Let's see. You thinking that sounds dangerous? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, glass is just too long, but we could just do this part of it and just add those parts on later. Yeah, let's do that. So we still need glass mixing going on. Is this the best way to do this? Probably not. Plus, we're no longer going to have coal coming in, and the slag will be mixed with the others. I think it'll be a little bit simpler then as well. Let's see what we can do with that, though. Let me grab... Let's just actually put these down here out of the way. Let's grab that. We need to do this glass and that glass. On these, I have the... where'd it go? Exhaust on the outside, so that's good. Slag in the middle, that's good. We need the single output for the slag. The glass molten goes that way. I think these guys basically just operate the same way then. You'll just go out that way somewhere. Did I do single or dual? And then does it matter? I did single, and I did insides. Just wanting those there for the humps. Let's see. We need U-shape 1. The slag out, coming this way. Like so. Did that... That might have went up, and I might want to put it up in that. Yeah, it does go up, actually. So I don't need that extendo belt. I just need a lift there. We're going to make sure we lift it the same amount as these guys. So the easiest way to do that is to copy one of these lifts right here. And actually, copper's going to need one of those lifts also. So we'll put one there, too. You go there, you go there. So this one goes out... one space and then goes to connect to the neighbor. And then this one does the same type of thing. If it goes there to there, there. And then this one comes out And it goes 2 ticks and then comes out to connect to the neighbor. And then this one here does the same thing. Like that. And then we have the same type of thing for the inputs here too then. The water and graphite, and then the although these can be kept separate. We can't do that with the copper and iron, but we can actually keep those separate on the glass. Where the hell's my glass build at? Because we no longer need the coal to come in, so we can actually keep this separate from that, which is kind of nice. So let's think about that some. We need to be able to accommodate these through belts to handle the all the other stuff. So we need 1, 2, 3 spaces anyway, which we can do easily enough just like that. I could still mix them on the belt. It doesn't really matter. And it might be easier to make it not matter. Oh. If I put this on this side, for lack of any other change, then I can output the acid also into here, and I don't need to have a second acid input. I flip this, flip that, flip that, flip this, delete this. I think I like that idea. This could be done differently too, though. So maybe I need to also do some planning on that one too. Let's see. And the other thing we wanted to potentially do there is this silicon. We could just do the silica there. Just do up to this point. Poly. And then transport it for the other things. But I think I'll wait on that idea and add that in later if we decide to do it. So, this is going to be atrocious. So we need to put this up here. Okay, well, at least this is rather large area. Rather larger than I was initially fearing. Let's go ahead and align. Actually, I'm not sure how much I want to do here yet. Go and put this down. We need to process a whole bunch of exhaust. On the order of 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least, possibly, where the hell's that? Here. Possibly another 24. So 10 times 120. 10 times 12 is 120. Plus 24. 144 exhaust processed. How's that done again? It's actually not that much. Just do this. Still licking. Is that like a window licker? Maybe. But you could just click on that and get the building. Give me a waste processing fluid exhaust scrubber. We really just need one of these, which kind of surprises me. But it is what it is. It needs a bunch of water, which is fine. exhaust in, water in, carbon dioxide out, steam out. That means it needs to go something like this. Carbon dioxide gets hauled away. It's going to produce 96 though. Maybe we could just process that here into more graphite. And then we could actually even just belt the graphite back into the system. Maybe that's an idea? Maybe. The sulfur will store and then burn if we run over. Because it's still cheaper to, or still less pollution to burn the exhaust, or burn the 6 sulfur, than to have this air pollution plus all that exhaust pollution. So, still a savings. And we get some more power out of it because we're getting some steam. And we get a bunch of carbon dioxide we can turn into graphite. So, that can go somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll have to bring in the fresh water, which we have in abundance here. No problem. We have that 24 plus, once again, 10 times 6, which is 60. Plus... You know what I didn't do when I was looking at this? I might have screwed this up. That's not the right arc furnace. Yeah, okay. Back to the smelting real quick. And if I do the silicon method, not the aluminum, this one, then that's actually producing 48 exhaust, not 24. It's also producing twice as much of this, which is kind of a good thing. But that still only puts us at 168, which is still less than the thing we've got, so we're still fine. It's going to produce 6, though, which I think is what these other ones are producing. Steam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, well, 11 times 6 is 66. Plus 24 is 90 steam. That's under power, and high pressure, low pressure turbine 2 takes in the low pressure steam. 48 at a time. How much should I just say? 90? That's 2 of those then. Not that much. 24 plus 66 is 90, yes. We take in all of that steam, 90 of it. That's going to give us basically 12 megawatts of power, which is... I'm just going to do one of these, I think. Although, is that going to cause a problem? With it not producing as much? No, I don't think so. Because these are more efficient, so I'd rather use it. Yeah, we'll just use one of these. And then we'll do a couple of flywheels. And that'll be good for power here. These will output no more than 90 steam, the next kind of steam. Which means one large cooling tower will be plenty. There. Or we could put it in between the two, I guess. Or we could put it down here, I guess. We can see where we'd like it. The water coming out of here mixes with fresh water being pumped from here. We output to this thing, and we output to this pipe. Steam comes here. It was 66, so actually this does need to get upgraded. This pipe up here. The exhaust was how much again? A lot. The exhaust pipe's got to get upgraded too. Let's just upgrade them both. They're not going to need to be more than level 2, because that puts us at... ooh, that would have been bad. That puts us at 200, and we don't have 200 either. Addicted to camping. Maybe addicted to camping. There. Sand needs more mining designations. Alright, we'll be there in a minute. Red line campers. And upgrade this. Upgrade this. Upgrade that. Upgrade this. Upgrade that. Switch over here for a moment. You and you. And you and you. And you and you. And you. And you. No, not yet. On that one. Or this one. We'll upgrade them when we tie them in. Okay, let's go check out sand. Now so I can close that. You need more mining designations. Let's just go ahead and... were you just mining over here? Oh yeah, I guess you were. Let's go ahead and do a bit more right here. I want you to work over here pretty soon, so I don't want you to do too much, to have too much going over there. I do want to move you over here once we finish this wall, which I think I'm okay to finish. Yeah, I think I'm okay to finish this wall. Let's go ahead and finish this wall real quick too. Let's see. You get a corner. Oop, that one. And then you get a few wall segments. Not that many. There. An inside corner. Couple of wall segments. An outside corner. Ooh, boy, that's crooked. Just notice how crooked that was. You. Edit. There that is. And then we need a few of these again. There, there, and there. This one I'm just going to keep here for lack of any good reason. And then I think we can just copy maybe this block. No, it's one too long, but that's okay. We'll take you out, put you in there like that. We'll take out all of this here too. Done watching your sports teams this year? When you start watching, they're winning. But when you keep watching, they magically lose. I think it's me. A friend said it's just confirmation bias. Welcome to European winter time. Oh, did you guys switch time zones? Last week? And so is it only 3 o'clock right now? In Central Europe? And welcome in, by the way, Plus Pine Talks. Good to see you. Oh, you guys just did. Like, literally tonight. Gotcha. Or this morning, or whatever. You didn't know confirmation bias was the thing? Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely a thing. Alright, so we'll do this. Wish you had time to get back into Captain... Yeah, I feel you. This is the first time I've gotten back into this in 3 years? 2 years? It's been out for however many years. And the last time I played it was about 6 months. Or the last time I really played it was about 6 months after. I did play it a bit in between all that, but... yeah. So we need to figure out where we're going to put all these drop-off things. I like the idea of putting the graphite down here, especially if we're going to be outputting carbon here. This is going to output some decent number of carbon. Come over here and chemical plant 2. When they said trains, you didn't get to trains yet. Yeah, I haven't gotten to trains yet either. Trains are kind of an interesting thing because you can't really use them until you really have done some serious planning. So, yeah, they seem to take their sweet ass time. One more back, please. There, we can route the sulfur out to a bin, and then this can be direct connected with a Mark II pipe. And then you come out, you come in. This gets routed into here. I might want to put that closer though too. Yeah, I think we're gonna put this down here. Not super duper close, but maybe like, actually there. And then I can take this. I'm gonna go this way with it. No, I'm just gonna go right there. Into that. I can delete this segment here. That's the steam coming down. That's great. This whole thing can move over then also. Let's see. I want to do... I think I want to line that up like this. That, I think. How many different sciences am I making now? On... What color am I on? They're all sequential, so you don't make them all different. I'm on red now. So I guess that's 3. White, yellow, red, yeah. And that one goes into the next, goes into the next kind of thing. I think there's one more. Yes. No, wait, that's red. Purple? Yeah, there's purple yet too. Fuck is struggling. Oh, we're full. Okay. In that case, do a bit of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Yeah. Have at it. Yeah, you're probably overthinking it for sure. It's, yeah, almost certainly confirmation bias. Let's see, coming out of here is graphite. I could route that back this way, maybe. There are buildings that do the landscaping. There's the stacker that does the dumping here. That's what you're talking about? Which I need to delete a few of these. 3 of them. I also need to get a thingy in here to start cleaning this up. So let's actually borrow one of those. Thinking about it. And then, like, 3 of those. You told trucks to build more land? Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a combination thereof. Here, you, and that. And then let's do, instead of dumping, let's do leveling. Here, there, and everywhere. Just go like that far for right now. Big Mind Mountain, yeah. The first, so we're working on our second chunk swath here. Let me do this instead. Now, the first one, since it's like a giant V shape, took forever. Now this one's like a giant, what is it, parallelogram shape. Doesn't take so long. But yeah, the first swath took forever. So, and then we're just gonna keep eating away at this big ass mountain. My goal is to remove all the mountains. I may not level it to all the same height, with this being at 4 and this being at 14 and this being at 30. This is back at 4 and whatever other heights there are along the way here. I may not put them all at the same height, but I do intend on not having any mountains. Kind of just a terraformation goal. Alright, so back to this shenanigans. I think we pull this guy down here somewhere. We bring in... we bring this one back. Yeah, like this. Here, yeah. In that case, though, you're going on this height. Here. And you're going on that same height. I need to go over by 1, I think. Here. You're outputting at most 6. Big Satisfactory 1.2 news. Collision polygons. CPU about 60 gigs worth of RAM space. Got the wrong lift there? I do have the wrong lift there. How did I do that? Okay. There. Well, that's unfortunate. That happens to be exactly that same height. Okay, well then this one does a different thing. Flat lift. You'll go to over here someplace. Right there. And then we'll do another flat lift here. That should be the same height then. And then I want to move you guys over one more. That. This all gets flippitied. How much of this do we end up having? 3 times 10 plus. I should have kept that one. Where am I at? There I am. Three times 11, so 33. So that's a slow belt all the way. There. There. I should probably fix those. It'll bite me in the ass, I bet. Actually, I want to test something with that. Because if it's going to bite me in the ass, then I'm going to want to fix it. Delete that. Delete this one. If I tell the game to build these 3 segments, fix fluid transportation with a troll fix betting fluid trucks, everyone laughed that they fixed it by trolling. Should I just do unity on those? You, and you. And then what do you become? You become a single belt segment. Okay, I'm okay then. I'm assuming the pipes will do the same thing. Let's test that with the pipes too, because... Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Nope. And that's one single pipe segment. Okay, it'll be fine then. I should potentially push these out. They're all at the same point also. Probably. Alright, so then... What? I think... Therefore I am. I think I'll put limestone down here next to this. And reverse it. If I put you there, that's perfect. Reverse that guy. Reverse. 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 And then that's where you end, because limestone isn't used for the other stuff. Then slag's the only other fun one, which I can move somewhere else. And we can just pretend... Oh no. I missed those. Boy, am I glad to see you. Okay. And then we take this guy here, which is what I was originally trying to do. Let's see. Do you love that coffee machine solution to problems that troll the shit out of the community? Yeah, but that also upsets and offends some people too, so you have to kind of balance those types of antics. Sometimes. Actually, that can stay like that. It's fine. And then you are one of these orange ones, so you can go in there like that. Alright, research is done for now, and we have enough stuff to touch, I think, for a while, so I'm not going to do any more. Truck is doing truck things. Is that stuck excavator? Yeah, but this time it's a little different. It's just stuck in a little pit this time. Dug itself into a pit. Alright. So that's good. We'll do the same type of thing here for copper. Bring in the limestone, or the sand rather, and we'll bring in the stuff. Potentially drop off. Actually, it's not a bad idea. You. Summit like this. And then we also need... Yeah. We also need this one. And this one. Somehow. If I could put you right next to your friend here, that would be awesome. Do I want to take out some of this space, though, first? I think I do. Because we had the acid in there. We don't have it there anymore. So let's take out all of this space here. Maybe all of it. If I took out all of it, would that be a problem? Probably would. Let's see how close we can get it. And we'll put the pipes back in there. So... we need one of these. Something like that. Actually, you don't need to be that fast, because we only need 48. So you only need to be a Mark II belt. E2. There. You'll go right up against that, like we did the other side, more or less. Probably right in there, or maybe even right in there. We'll see. Put that out of the way for right now, though. You'll come out... Nope. You'll come out like this and go into that one. Sure. And that one. Sure. And then we'll also need to bring in sand for that, but we also are going to need sand for glass anyways. So you can probably double up that sand as well. Use it twice, that is. So that's the next belt down is sand, and then we have graphite coming out of this one all the way down to that one, and this one all the way down to that one. If we're going to pretend like we're going to do sand, let's pretend like we're going to do sand here. And let's see, that's just like tiny amounts. Yeah, it's 6 times 2. Let's do a U-shaped conveyor 1. Coming into this spot here. Continuing along to that spot there. Slag we are still going to follow along with somehow. I think it's going to continue going this way and end up at the end. But maybe we'll find a better spot for it along the way. Take out this last bit of belt here. Put you in right like that. And then we put this bit of belt in here. Should be, oopsie, should be already in on the scrap. Yep, good. Like it. And what do I have there? Sand, right. And then slag out, right. Okay. Okay. Glass starter job here. You'll go in somewhere around here. Again, we can tighten these up. Maybe that would be awesome. Does that actually need to be that far over? It doesn't. Doesn't. Take out this belt and that belt. Take... It's gonna get messy, I think. See? Take out all of this. Not you. Right there. Scooch this over. Careful. Careful. Good about there. That's better. That. That's gonna get a little bit yucky too. I think I'm gonna move you down by one. Just to save myself the oops later. Oop. And then these pipes can connect there and there. Oh, I need water here too. Almost forgot about the water. And there'll be a slag output too. Alrighty. That takes care of you. This will adjust as well. What if I put this one over here? You've got this and that. You'll have water there. I'm going to need all of these guys. Somehow. This one could be... come in over here. Well... maybe they all come in together like that. Not quite. Like that. Tiny amounts? Yeah, sand's the biggest. But let's put sand over here on this end this time. And shuffle them down by one. Salt and limestone. We could use the same limestone as the iron. But I'm not going to, just because it's way the heck down there. So we don't need this sand anymore, because that sand's going to come this way for copper as well. You will connect here. You shape one. You'll go this way. And you'll go, oopsie, you'll go this way. This will go 60. Wait a minute. It's only making... oh, these never got upgraded. These are still making small amounts of glass, so I actually need to tweak this anyways. Okay, this needs to be upgraded to a faster mixer, which means we do need more sand. So upgrade that belt too. Those two are fine, and then the acid will come in from here, down and across. You're not making 120, so that's a blue conveyor. Do that, and we'll do this. Although technically those could just be Mark 1s. But I'm going to do it as Mark 2 because I suspect it might get a little weird otherwise. No, I don't want that either. This all needs to move back by because this should be a balancer. U-shaped balancer right there. And then you go in there, which means that these technically don't need to be Mark IIs anymore. Technically. Yes, they do, because we have 72 broken glass. Back up you go. Okay, and then you can bring in your 72 this way and into there. Now that's the priority in. Sand's got to go this way also, which we'll deal with in just a moment. So maybe this is a good place for slag to come out. Maybe. Let's see. You... Exception of graphite and water, you're done. This comes over to no further than... Actually, wait a minute. We got to do some more work. Almost forgot. We got to do some more work. Work. Goes there. Because we need to be able to deal with 48 times 2 glass. And Glassmaker 2 still only deals with 24. It's just more efficient. So we need to deal with... Guess this, and this. There's not really, I mean, there's difference in the way that they look, but not really difference in the way that they function. But I think for looks purposes, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. One space in the middle. It's fine. We'll just need to take molten channels out. Means you got to be changed. That's fine. Huh? You're drunk. Once again, you're drunk, game. Can I go now? No? Do this and that. Okay. But this is also further apart than it needs to be. I can take one space out here. That. You go in there. You come out, go this way. Do there and into there. Lots more glass. And we'll do a big box of glass. Big box of glass. Better. In the glass. You guys each put out 24. You go there, you go there. You go there, and you go there. Could put an extra space in there to make that even. It's gonna suck either way. Okay, so that's glass. So now we can take this whole thing and we can slide it on over to there. Yeah, why not? And then this pipe comes down on the ground all the way. Delete this segment here and this one here. You do this to there to there. Then you do this straight across to there. Now we gotta upgrade again. So you get upgraded. And you get upgraded. And you get upgraded. You get upgraded. I'm going to leave the other ones the way they are, I guess. The other way I could do this is I could do this, and then I could do this. Then I could upgrade this segment. And I could upgrade, not you, but you. And I could delete these tails. And then the junctions will stay there because these are still a connection from a 1 to a 2. That'll do. excavator having trouble. What the hell are you guys doing? Oh, you're trying to get to that? Don't worry. Be happy. Comes out. Have to figure out what we're going to do with that bit, but we can do some excavation over here, maybe? Have at it. These markings can come out. We've got the wall built now. That'll do. You're down here doing that little bit. We got all of this cleaned up? Yes, we did. So let's take out this bit here. All of this here. Sand needs more work again. Good. Perfect timing. You do this. Like that. And this wall can go... We're at +1, so that's 0. Just go here with that wall, I think. And we'll just go out, basically out to sea with that one. We have a big long wall segment here, inner corner there. And you can go to there for now. Here. And then I need this inner corner. Unpause, make it so. And you can take out all of this stuff for now, including you. Oh, we finished that too. Nice. And that's as far out as I'm going for now. I don't think it's worth it to dig too deep to get at a little bit of sand. So that's probably as far as we'll go. We probably won't even redig part of that out. At least that gets us part of the way there. You're still working fine over here. Great. Get back to this shenanigans. We can go back to the idea of putting all of these at the same distance. Puts you there. Do I like that idea? I don't know. What do you guys think? In this case, I think I go back to making these be just 2 things. Even steel gets to get in on that action. I'm not sure. I like that they're all in the same spot, but I don't necessarily like all the long-ass belts to get there. So slag we talked about putting in here, and I think that's a good idea. Even put it like right in there, maybe. Let's see. We've got a nice blue belt of slag. Is that going to be enough? We'll call it 11 times 18. That's 198. Technically enough. Plus, we're coming to the center, so it should be fine. Because it'll be... Yeah. You go this way. Gonna do that for right now. This can be a Mark 1 out to that point. You're connected, and then this one comes back this way. You can go this way. There. And you can connect to that guy. I'm going to do another little tail belt here. There. So that I can upgrade this one. Kind of no good reason. That. And then I think this will come out. And we'll put in a lift here. Flip that around. Do I want that sticking way out there? Or do I want to put it up here? Or do I want to do something else with it? Let's pull it out a bit. Maybe that far. Let's see. That far. And do a Mark III belt here for this segment. Just in case. So you, your slag, your slag, your slag, your slag, and your slag. Let's do this nonsense again here. I can do this. That. Your limestone in. Let's do this. Iron in, iron scrap, copper, slag, sand. Oh yeah, we need sand to come this way too. That's you. Yeah, that's you. That's a short lift then. Here. There. You guys need water. Did I miss anything? Probably. Probably did. But we're going to turn this on kind of one build at a time. So it should be okay. We still need to deal with this stuff over here, though. Specifically the water. Oh, you know what? I did this wrong. This is wrong. This gets deleted. You go there. This gets deleted. And we put in a flat balancer here. There you go. And we do priority in from here. That's this. Exhaust. Water goes in there. Water. What are you doing? Maybe like that. Mark II pipe. Go here. Go here. Mark II pipe. Rock dump control tower. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. You go there. And then you can come all the way here and go down. R. There. I don't think I need a balancer there because I need to use it all. And we'll use it all anyway. Because we're not going to throttle these at all. These are going to run non-stop. This gets put up to 5, I think. Same as this. Yeah. Up to 5. And then we have water coming out of this. This will need a balancer, though. Pipe balancer. Let's keep it on the ground here just for simplicity's sake. Let's go there with it. Delete this segment. I didn't count the water yet either, the water usage. That goes in there. And that also goes this way. I'm just going to go max height again on that. Do this, and you'll do that. You can come this way. Actually, let's go like this. That's priority input. And then we need one of these guys, and possibly more than that. Put them in there. Might work. Let's add up some water counts here. We need to have 24. Maybe, it's not really 24, but 24. Plus 6 times 11. 66 and 24 is 90. So we need 2 of these guys. Can I fit them inside here? Will you work like... Hang on, off by 1. We could fix that. Go there. And there. Delete this. Move you over by 1. And then we'll take these guys out like that. That. And then like this. Your priority input is your recycled water. And you need to be upgraded. And you need to be upgraded. And that one's fine, but this one needs to be upgraded. And this one. This one. And this one. This one. This one. And that one. The singular segment here. Followed by this one. Get the idea. And I could do this again. Get this one upgraded. Alright. That takes care of iron, copper, and glass. Now we need to build this horde thing. Let's do... Oh, we need to deal with rock dump. Alright. N. You can come this way, go that far. Oh, and we need to get this out of here. So in that case, I do this differently also. You come over here. You do this. You do that. And this... Silver. Low belt. And come out underneath this guy. And out to... And I'm not going to go all the way out to match those guys. That's just atrocious. We'll go there. And we'll have a sulfur output bucket that looks like this one. Like that. Did I miss something? Almost certainly. But we can start with stuff down here at this end. The whole back belt system here. The whole mid belt system here. Careful, because you need to be 4 wide. You only need to be 2 wide. All these other random pipe bits here. I'm going to miss some. Almost certainly going to miss some. Yeah. This here. This stuff here. You and you. Got those guys already. slag outputs here and here. And here. Not that one somehow automatically. Might as well do the output systems too. Across the middle point here. Good. Victoria, welcome in. Use sulfur for acid here or somewhere else? We could turn that sulfur into acid. That's actually not a bad idea. Pipe it down here then? I like that. And just prioritize it over what's brought in. I like that idea. Didn't even think about it. Glad you did. Iron ore sorting plant blocked due to full output. Who's full? Rock? Oh, rock is full. Rock is full. Trucks are overloaded, that's why. Alrighty. You need to bring it all down here. I like that idea, Victoria. I like that idea a lot. We're making 6 sulfur. Here. Chemical plant 1. Wait, what do we make? What do we make acid again? Mixer. Hardly newer. Okay. If we did that, we need to bring in water, which won't be a problem. For 6 sulfur, we need exactly 30 water. That puts us at 90, then 120 possible water here. Means I need a third one of these. Which means you're not close enough anymore. Alright, well then we have to put it over here. That's fine. I'd like that. Because this still can have that priority. Give me a small pipe for this one. Go ahead and make that so. Oopsie. Make that gone. Oops. Give me a small pipe here. Make it so. So you're going to then be 24 plus 30. Yeah, let's do that. I don't have to burn it. I can use it. How much acid are we actually using over here, though? If this is constantly running, which is not going to be, that's 24 plus 24, which is 48. This makes 36. We'll want to have an output buffer then for acid too. That'll be all right. And we might still want to... Actually, let's do a buffer for burning of sulfur too, just in case. Let's see. You... Now that we've done this... Put you this way. Over there. I need to change this water pipe then. Make that gone. Unity delete. Get a small pipe here. You come out this far this time. You're gonna come all the way down to that guy. Past for just a bit here. And then you will connect up with this guy. And actually, I think I'm going to put this out by one more. Unless I wanted to do something different with it. I could do... I think this is fine. You go there. 24 and 30, that's fine. And then this gets deleted. We don't need it anymore. And you, then, my friend, can come this way. Go in there. Although, I should have a thing here just in case. Unpause all that, please. Let it go ahead and get made. This too. I should have a balancer here with a burner just in case. Transports. This is U-shaped. There. And then we'll just go grab one of our burners here like this. Priority out that way. Make the acid. Actually, I don't like this. I want this to be like that. In which case, I want this to be that. You go there. You go there. You go there. Yeah. Make it so. Priority is now here, though. And then this pipe, which is only going to be 36. This pipe can go at height like that, maybe. All the way down here. All the way down here. All the way down to here to something. This will be an input. I'll probably just conjoin these guys. 6 times 4 plus 24 is 48. Yeah, I'll just join these two together. We do this final bit here. I'm going to want to have an output storage for this. We'll do this, not that. I want to have a pipe balancer here. No, I don't want that. I just want to do this as a regular old buffer. Take away some of these pipes, please. Regular old buffer will be fine here. And then we do a pipe balancer right in there. With pickups allowed, but a regular old buffer. And then you go... Oops. There. 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 Delete that. Unity, please. We go there. Okay. Let's make this, that, and this stuff also. Priority input on this guy. I'm going to do this. That way, if this gets full, then the trucks will, wait, let's pause this one for a bit. If the trucks get full, or if this gets full, then the trucks will try to come and pick it up and take it somewhere else. I don't know if they will or not, but they'll try. And that's the important part. Alright, so we're making all that stuff, but we're probably pretty short on certain kinds of parts. So we'll let that be for now. Yeah, we're short on yellow parts. I did add a second box to some of these, but I guess that still wasn't enough. A lot of yellow parts. Probably needs to be a big box. That'll come with the rebuild. Let's see, we got a problem. The trucks are overwhelmed is our problem. They're not able to bring all the stuff down here. Oh, good thing we're not doing any research. As soon as the trucks stop doing construction, and they can start hauling rock again, that'll probably be fine. I think that one needs to be about done. Just because it'll start spilling over. You're probably getting a little bit of iron still. Yeah, we produced one in the last month, but a little bit of iron there. I think I would rather get a little bit of iron. Well, I have this probably set up for sand too, don't I? Yeah, I do. Doesn't matter. A little bit of iron, a little bit of sand in each other's things because of the way this is laid out. There's nothing I can really do about it. Chewing through a lot of iron, though. Alright, so as soon as we get backed up again on parts, it's going to take a little bit of time. We'll do some more building of that stuff. Is there something else we can take a look at? Need mining designations. Can I go ahead and take you out? Actually, yes, because you're done. Do this then. And also do this then. Raspian, welcome in. Been socializing. Okay. Heresy is that. Don't need that anymore. Did I clean up all my doodling? Yep. You missed this. The steel, iron, copper, glass, and possibly later silica, polysilica as well, or polysilicon, whatever it is, as well. Combined smeltery. We have space once we take out this mountain for Sarge Juice. Welcome in as well for train stations to drop off products and pick up slag and something else. Yeah, this. No, not yet. We'll do that. We'll do that once we clean this up. Yeah, not yet. Oh, we should probably also build these output boxes too, I guess. They take red, so it'll be fine. And then we'll have a rail up here for pickups of these as well. Eventually. Let's just do mining in the actual iron for now. Not the rock and stuff, since we have such an issue with that at the moment. At the moment, we have an issue with the rock. How are you guys doing, Graspian, Sarge Juice? Cole's looking good. Doing well. Good. And to hear it. A friend who's visiting from Christchurch. Nice. Might be useful to have a few of the mega haul trucks. Why you also missed the other stream? No problem. The last stream? No problem at all. Your life is more important. This is probably going to radically increase our energy consumption, I think. Because these are 6 megawatts each. Whereas these that we had been using are none. That's also 6 times what will eventually be 11 megawatts. Although not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, it will eventually be 11 because this is using 4. Well, 6 times 10 plus 2, really. So 62 megawatts, which is not a small amount considering. We can also, of course, crank up the nuclear power to compensate for that, and we will do that when we're ready. But yeah, that's why also I waited on arc furnaces for smelting until a little bit later. Because I needed to have nuclear up and running first. How are you doing? Getting close to the end. That means we can expand that again soon. It's going. It doesn't run very well because it's set up for a double process, and we're only on single right now. So it's gonna be a little weird. Like, inertia just can't maintain. We're not producing enough steam to maintain inertia. Because this is built for double. Pretty impressive. We have that kind of rock back up right now. The plan is going to kind of be to build each segment of this one at a time. This steel, and then this steel, and then this iron, and then the copper, and then the glass as we shut down the old one. And then also start to remove the, obviously, input products and things as we can, too. I'm going to have to be kind of careful with that, how I do it. That'll be all right. What I should do here, just for fun, is do our same segment thing here. I take tail on that one, upgrade this, and delete the tail off of it. I don't think you actually needed to be that fast. You didn't. Bring that down too, because you're only producing 36. Although I will upgrade this one. Then I didn't need... no, I didn't want to do that. Never mind. Cancel that. Upgrade that one. This 36 plus 36 is 72 plus 36, which is 108. Plus 36, which is 144. And that gets dropped into here. And then over here we have just a mere 48. But I did do the Mark II here, just because I'm potentially going to have more coming in. And then we have a super fast one down here to handle that. All right, that'll work fine. My problem is now if I build trucks, I guess I could force them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build 5 of these and force them. 12 Unity at a time. Just deliver the stuff. It's going to cost red vehicle parts, but well, we're not using our vehicle parts for anything right now anyway, so why the hell not? And hopefully they'll be able to haul some of that rock and not do other crap. It's a long time to make a haul truck. Say crafting time on these? Why would it tell you how long they take to craft? It's crazy talk. For the most part, we're going to use the haul trucks in the mining operations. I don't know if I'll use any of the fluid haul trucks or not, honestly, because I don't know. But as I mentioned last time or something, you actually need to keep some of the regular trucks around because only they can carry flat items. The haul trucks cannot. Yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the fluid ones or not. I never use them much, just because I don't haul that many fluids. We don't use that many fluids. And I'm hoping to have fluid trains by that point, so it won't matter much. Good. They are cleaning us out a little bit. Only the large ones still got blockages. Oh, and I need people. Upgrade that, please. Actually, let's just Unity it. Now you need more work to do, but this is backed up. So let's flip this back around. Do this, and then let's do this, and do this. Clear that off, and then we can start dumping some more again. I probably should assign some of those new haul trucks to this, actually. Not enough workers, I know. In a moment, it'll be dealt with. It's already dealt with, actually. How many more workers is this going to require, smelting-wise? 18 there. 14 there. Oh, it's less. Well, sort of. Because these are only using 8. And I went up to 14 for those. So it's going to probably be about even. What are you going to do? All trucks. Still going. Can y'all come and get this cleaned out, por favor? Somebody's coming to clean that out. There they go. Alright, we're catching up a little bit. Maybe. How many vehicle parts do these things take? 110. Ouch. There's the big haul trucks. Definitely a Tonka truck. I don't know, knockoff or replica type of thing. But bigger. Like, these are massive trucks if you were here in real life. just think about, like, this truck is kind of a usual gravel hauler truck. And that's that much bigger. See one of those in real life? They're huge in real life too. Yeah, like those wheels are probably about 6 feet tall. Or, you know, almost 2 meters if you happen to be one of those people who speaks metric. Tall as a human, anyway. Wheels are the size of a bus, yeah. This thing's just completely jacked still. Because it stores so much. This probably needs an upgrade to a bigger storage, too. Wheels on the hauler go round and round. Alright, how are we doing on construction parts? Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. So now we should be... Why? Oh, because we were using some electronics for something. They're splitting still. Took up half the motorway going the other way. You were shocked when you saw by its size? Yeah, they're just massive. Look at that. They carry 180 units of anything loose like that, compared to these guys that carry 60. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at the difference there. Actually, that's if this is to scale, that's more like 10 feet. 3 meters. Maybe not quite, but pretty damn big. You know what we haven't looked at is what do these new buildings look like? These new housing buildings compared to the old ones. Remember the first tier were shipping crates, shipping containers, you know, turned into a container city. Second one's kind of like a prefab concrete looking thing. The third ones here look a little bit nicer. We have some brick, got some like stucco, it looks like, or something like stucco. A lot more windows, bigger windows, much more decorative. It is nice that they do have some balconies though. Even on the tier 2s, they have balconies. But yeah, the tier 3, they look really nice. There's a tier 4, I think, at least, right? We already have the tier 4. Yeah. Is there more after tier 4? Where was housing for it? Right there. So probably not, because... Yeah, probably not. See it. I think that might be it. Housing for. Sand mine needs more designations. We can do that. Let's see. Let's take out this one also here. Actually, go ahead and take out what's all in your claim area. Won't hurt. Only help. And we can actually take that ramp out as well. We don't need it anymore. Just come this way here like that. Delete this belt. And also copy this bit here and put it right there for the next idiot who comes along. Well, let's see. Can I make that last haul truck right now? I cannot. We don't have enough red parts. We're only making 4 of those parts per minute, so it's going to be a little bit of time before we get... How do you not have any jobs? I think I should upgrade this bucket here at least to loot storage 3, maybe go all the way to 4. Where do you go? Right there? And let's unity that up. That way, also the bigger haul trucks will have more chance to register for those jobs because there'll be more stuff in there. What did I do? Did I botch that somehow? I did. I flipped it around the wrong way. Bring that back. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Because this will fill up stupid fast. These have a transfer rate of 1,800. This has a transfer rate of 2,400. So that'll be much, much better, at least until it fills up all the way. But then again, the haul trucks will be able to register for these jobs more easily. Since they carry 180, and the smaller ones only hold 100 or only hold 400, it had to be basically half full before a large truck could register for the job. As it is now, it would be much, much better to have more stuff in there rather than in the sorting plant. If it's full. And it should be. That. So now, you're all done. Are you done? Done? Done, done, done. Alright. You get removed and removed. Get put back onto this one. Iron mine needs to do some more mining. Ooh. Oh, we're pretty full, though, at least. You could go ahead and deal with some of this dirt over here, too, I guess. Keep going. Just mark the whole thing, I guess. Should probably tweak this line, though. We can edit you here. Why don't we just go... I don't want to do that. That would be fine, I guess. Close enough. Closer, I should say. Then we can edit this one, too. Could just mark the whole thing, I guess. Let them get what they want to get. This is full. Just about. Sand is doing pretty good on that front, too. Do we have this stuff yet? We do. Go ahead, make it so. And then, these haul trucks just kind of stomp over those little guys. The little guys are faster. Does it tell us how fast they drive? No. Does it tell us how fast they drive? No. Either way, the little guys are faster, but these haul 3 times as much, so if they can be full, then we're doing great. And that should have been the last one, right, that I forced? Yes. Okay, so we can get by with that. Much, much happier. Not much registered for pickup yet, though. This is nearly full of dirt. Have to go up another level. We should probably start planning that out. That'll be fine for now. Take a big swath of this, like so, and maybe go more from this way. Then we can do this, and when it goes white like that, we're on track. This here, same answer. I better be careful with this one. Do this like this instead. That. We can take this. I didn't need to do that much because... One more. There we are. Could take out some more of this. Don't need it marked. In fact, I could unmark some of these as well. We can actually unmark the ramp too. Like that. Weird there, but that's okay. You, like this. Go there. Missed a spot. Alrighty. And then you. Well, we know that we're going to need to do this still. Like that. Yeah. Want. And then you'll come over and you'll have a thing like this. Yep. So then that'll look just like this. Like that. So I can do the same over here. Did I get something I shouldn't have? Yeah, I did. You go like this. There. And then we do this type of thing. Actually, I think I might be able to just do that too. Nope. Alright, well, give me just that much then. You go in there. Yeah, too much. And then we can do this type of thing, I think. Miss? Why don't you like that? I don't know. There. You can go here. And then we can do this outside corner here. And then we can do a big corner here. Careful. Actually, I can't do a big corner here. That's fine. Crooks are still stupid busy, though, so I don't want to give them more work to do by making them make this wall, but we're going to have to do it soon. I guess I should make parts of it. Do the ramp first, of course, and maybe this bit of the not ramp. And then do this corner here like that. So all we need is more jobs. All right, so you're done. Rock is still pretty full. Everybody's still red. Part of that's because we're making a bunch of stuff, i.e. this. I think I should downsize these a bit. Because we're also going to start upgrading trucks and excavators too. So we're going to want to have a space to put that stuff. At some point, we'll start upgrading them. Got to deal with the current crisis first. Oh. A couple of these guys. They'll beat the crap out of that at least a little bit, and they don't have to drive around as much. Actually, pull a third one down here too. At least for a little while. Big boys. This also forces them to empty this out. Yeah, we don't need that many anymore. Drop one. Empty this out, which puts finishes the line here, which is also a thing that I need done so that I can put the next things in. All right, I really don't want to overwhelm my trucks again. Are we making? Am I making enough again? 24 and 16.8. 24.2 and 16.8. Yeah, we're making 24 and we're making 32 of those. It's just a hauling issue. Oh wait, 24. Yeah, we're good on those. It's just hauling. And there's either just not enough yet or just barely enough and it's inbound. Yeah. All right, it's fine. The cake though, and the snacks. What's going on with cake and snacks? Salt. And what about cake? Where did I put cake at? Over here somewhere too. Here it is. That's the problem with cake. Salt is a problem? Salt is a problem. All right. You take in 96 water. You produce 108. Is there a better way to make salt? No. Okay. In that case, take a copy of this. Actually, just take a copy of the whole damn thing. And put it right next to it. Just for no good reason. And let's actually unity that. Oh, make the trucks do the work. Technically, they could go into the same bucket, but... Oi! Batman, welcome in. Alright, I think we're safe now to start this process. I'm going to do the unpause. Actually, I'm going to do this via Unity, I think. If we do this, and we just say this much... Ooh, I missed a thing there. Thing that got caught. Good job, everybody. Did you finish going nuclear? Oh, yeah. Power's an issue. Speaking of nuclear. Let's crank this up to 2. Heat it up. I'm not sure why you're not going up to 100%. There it is. All right, so that should fix that problem. Oh, yeah. Problem solved. And that's better anyways. So that's great. Finish up Don't Starve together tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan. Plan is to not play Beyond tomorrow. This is making steel now, though, so we need to shut the steel down over here, at least partially. I'm going to do that by flipping this belt. pause this belt, actually. Don't like that when that does those things. Is that you complaining, Nuclear? You can't output their steam fast enough? Is that a problem? Could potentially be a problem. Streaking it. Almost like one of these is not. You're going streaking? Okay. We may need to fiddle with that more another time. Steel here is basically shut down. Did we get all of the molten product cleaned out? Yeah, not really. You still need a little bit more, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it there. Let's delete this belt. Unpause that one now. You can return to making iron if you need to. All truck is stuck. That because, yeah, okay. In that case, add in a couple more thingies here. On the end. Bygone belt. That. And then I want to send all of that to its alternate friend storage over there. As much as we can get in there anyway. And that means we can destroy all of this. And we're going to have a problem with crushed iron not having anywhere to go. It's going to end up here. We'll deal with that later. I don't think this is moving as fast as I want it to. For some reason. We're not consuming as much as I want. We may have to pull these guys back a little bit. And add in a second cooling tower just in case. I'm not all that thrilled about doing, but we might have to do that. We'll see how that plays out next time. I think we'll wrap up here for tonight. We can keep building this stuff as time sort of permits and pieces permit. It's going to take them, or actually it already did do it. It's going to take them a bit of time. No, it's not. Take all that down. They have already done it. We may have crap in here that needs to be gotten rid of. A lot of construction parts, but that'll be okay. Those will get recycled as appropriate by dumping them into these boxes. And we'll see how that plays out. But for now, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. Oh, let's see. Okay, I have a raid target. We're going to raid Mr. Taco. He's playing Satisfactory. So that should be a satisfactory destination for you all. In the meantime, though, tomorrow night, come and hang out with us on stream for Don't Shenanigans Together. Don't Starve Together. As Batman mentioned, it's the last week for that. If you want to join us in-game, you're welcome to do that as well. We just ask that you are a regular viewer of one of our channels and you join our Discord so that we can so you can be in the voice chat. You don't have to speak, but at least so you can listen in the voice chat. And then, so you don't have the stream delay and stuff like that. And then also come and hang out with us, chat about games and technology, share memes, and join us for community game nights on Friday nights as well. We also just started an eco server this morning, so if you're interested in eco, make sure you and you want to play with us, come and join. You'll need to look for the CG Rolls channel, and then take the eco roll. And then also, if you're not already on my YouTube channel, come stop by there and take a look at that as well. There's content there that you may not see, it probably won't see here on stream. So it is worth it to follow both my channels. But for now, as I mentioned, we'll raid Mr. Taco. He's playing Satisfactory, and we'll see what he's up to in the crazy builds that he usually does over there. For now, though, we'll leave this here, and we'll see you all again tomorrow night for shenanigans, and then next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, for Captain of Industry, or at least for one of those, possibly something else. A little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a seasonally appropriate game, maybe. We'll see. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet or not. I'm going to take a look at it between now and Tuesday and decide. But for now, yeah, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.